Hey guys, I'm here with Steve, and Steve has just presented to us from insights into working with 500 businesses across, I guess, the last couple of years.
Yeah. So I work with about 500 businesses every quarter, from $250,000 up to $50 million a year, and hopefully presented a few insights around how some grow and why some don't.
Yes, and that's exactly what we want to get into today with our conversation, is really, finding those patterns when you've dealt with so many businesses.
Yep.
You start to see what's working for some and what's not working for others. So what propels a business to grow? What are those common factors that you're seeing?
Yeah, so to me there's four key parts of it. So the first one is having a really strong, compelling vision. Like, how do you want the business to look in 5 years' time? What does success look like for the business? What revenue do you do? What profit do you do? How many customers do you have? How many employees do you have? The second one is courage, like actually making difficult decisions. So no business grows in a straight line. There's always difficult decisions around, do I have the right people? Do I have to fire clients? Do I have the right partnerships? The third one is relentless discipline. So to me, relentless discipline is, most businesses have an understanding about how to grow, they just don't do the activities. And so businesses that continue to scale each quarter and each year do a handful of key activities, but they do it with relentless discipline every week. So they get their teams aligned, a few critical numbers, meet together each week, and that's where things happen. And the last one is they keep growing, keep learning and growing to improve their skills, whether it's in sales and marketing, or whether it's customer, or whether it's online, but just keep getting better at doing what they do.
Yeah, excellent. And I guess where to from here for you in terms of your consulting to businesses? Have you got any goals for the future in taking this knowledge and applying it sort of in your own, vision for success?
Yeah, so I published a book a few years ago called Courage for Profit, and so that was sort of my manual around how businesses are able to grow in that sort of $1 to $100 million type of range, where I've had a lot of experience. I do think there is a demand for people with experience. There's a lot of consultants and people that talk about it but actually haven't done it, and so I think there's an opportunity for people that have scaled a business to 7 or 8 figures a year to actually be able to do more and help businesses to grow. So I do think there's an opportunity to scale that, but to be honest, my view is sort of keep it small and keep the quality high as opposed to mass market. I don't want to be the entrepreneurial clubby type of thing like a lot of others out there, but do it from a real advisor in helping businesses see what's in front of them and sort of make the right decisions to be able to grow.
Yeah, excellent. What I really loved is some of the tactical tips that you gave throughout, which could be as simple as, as a business owner, what does success look like this week for me? Have I done my job, and have I been disciplined and had the courage to actually stick by what that success looks like, and then hold the team accountable? So
I find a lot of businesses really struggle with, first of all, they think too small. They should be thinking, what does success look like at the end of 2020? But then what are those key activities to do each week? So I love the idea of measuring 3 or 4 leading indicators per role. So some might be, the number of hours, for example, you've spoken to prospective clients, or it might be the number of hours you spend on a marketing campaign. But what are those things to measure each week with the team to say, we're on track this week or off track, knowing a lot of those little things done well will mean a great quarter or a great year.
Yeah. One other question. If you could, give yourself a word of advice 5 years ago to your younger self about what it takes to succeed in business, what would those words be?
So that, to me, that's courage and relentless discipline, right?
Okay,
so
great.
it's
I
courage.
guessed that.
No, look, it is courage, just because I think, I had a background in the fire brigade for many years, and people don't think about courage with business, whereas I think it's making difficult decisions, or sometimes when you want to give it away and it's all too hard and you're thinking, I've had enough, it's actually just sticking it out. And so it's the courage to continue, but most businesses and most business owners lack the discipline. So they go off, finding the shiny object about what's going on. They're not doing the core business building activities they need to do to grow. So if there's one thing that everyone could do a bit better, on a scale of 0 to 10, how would they rate their discipline? And most people like a 4 or 5 or a 6. If they can get that to a 7 or an 8, and then they can get that across the habits of their team, there's no question that the business will be more successful.
Fantastic. Now, where can we get this book?
Yeah, so if you go to courageforprofit.com, it's on for sale for Amazon, but I put it up over the next 7 days if anyone wants it for free, just after speaking at today's event, they can get it.
Brilliant.
But otherwise, it's on Amazon. It's my one and only book. I don't intend to do any more or anything like that. It was just everything that I could after scaling my own business and working with about 500 businesses, what I learned and found out.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, look, thanks so much.
No worries.
Pleasure meeting you. Good luck with the future.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.